Hey, Define Yourselfer. I am Chris Mitchell, the Confident Autistic. I'm a late diagnosed autistic adult and a certified confidence life coach. Here on my YouTube channel, I share videos that will empower you to start living your confident autistic life, as well as videos about my journey as a late diagnosed autistic adult. In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 behavioral signs of autism in adults. And stay tuned to the end of this video for a free resource for late diagnosed autistic adults. Let's get started. You may fidget, chew, tap, or other repetitive behavior. Now, I got to be honest with you, I am guilty as guilty can be on this. I do tap, chew, fidget, and do other repetitive behaviors, which maybe many may call stimming, which is self-stimulation. Now, for me, I used to chew on my fingers really bad. I've gotten better about that. But I do have a little ball. This is a needle ball that I have in my hand most of the time whenever I'm talking. You don't always see it in the camera, but it's usually in my hands and I'm bouncing it back and forth from one hand to another. I also have a fidget spinner that I love. And I love looking at the little patterns it makes in the light with I know it's not going to pick it up on the camera, but with the patterns of the light and the design of the fidget spinner. Now I use the fidget spinner here at home the most because occasionally it gets out of my hand and flies somewhere, and I don't take this out in public with me because I don't want to hurt anybody or break anything and have to spend a lot of money and fill out a lot of paperwork. So I usually take my needle ball with me. Now I also have a chew toy. This is a little chew necklace, and I use this often. I use this primarily at home, and this does unbundle, and it can go around your neck. I'm not going to unbundle it right now. Uh, and I use it primarily because I also like to scratch a lot. And if there's something like a little scab on my arm or anywhere on my body, I pick it until I dig a hole in it, and that's not healthy to do. So we got these chew toys that kind of distracts me from scratching and picking at scabs on me and risking infection. So yes, I do these repetitive behaviors and others. So that's one of the 6 signs. Or one of the 6 behavioral signs of autism in adults. The next one I'd like to share with you is may get more or less upset at something than is appropriate. Now, what this means is you may get more upset about something or less upset about something than what would the appropriate amount or appropriate level of upsetness would be to neurotypical people. Like, you flunked a class in college or got a bad grade and all. You're really mad about it and kicking yourself and upset about it for 4 weeks. What many people say, be upset about it. It's not. It can be a big deal because you want to get good grades in college or whatever, right? And it's okay to be upset, but don't let it linger on. Or uh, if somebody passes away, and this happens to me, and for me, my grieving process is extremely fast, and some people who are neurotypical find it offensive, to be honest with you. Because when someone passes away, my reaction is, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about the loss. What time is dinner and what are we having for dinner tonight?" I grieve very quickly. It does not really impact me. I don't normally cry over it. I probably will if my wife goes before me because she is very special and close to me. But for generally speaking, I'm very, very fast at grieving, and that would be less upset than what's considered appropriate when somebody passes away. And of course, it depends on the person. If it's somebody who you knew real closely, people kind of expect you to be upset and grieving for a longer period of time than somebody who maybe you saw once or twice in your lifetime, somebody you really did not know. But for me, everyone, whether a close relative or somebody I only saw once or twice in my life, my grieving process is pretty doggone quick. May be involved in special hobbies or interests. Now, I think I qualify for this. I do this. some of my special hobbies or interests is media, love radio and TV, especially older radio. TV and radio, in my opinion, was much better before the 1990s and before deregulation, which we will not go into that because we stay away from politics here. But I love radio. I love television. I always connected with it. I also enjoy, it's like my special interest, that like my secret special interest. For some reason, I find it really fascinating to watch videos about life in North Korea. Not that I want to move there, not that I want to have that type of a country to be living in, but it's such a different world of what the people in North Korea endure and how they persevere through the oppression they experience from their dictator, from their government. So I find those very interesting. Now, there's a stereotypical special interests that many would associate with autism. I don't know. I don't like stereotypes, but it may be somewhat justified because, from my understanding, a lot of people in the autism community have a very special interest in trains, like collecting trains, riding trains, that kind of thing. For me, I like trains. I like public transportation, but my favorite is buses. I collect buses, school buses, uh, replicas of public transportation buses, Greyhound, Trailway, whatever. And maybe in a future video, I'll share my bus collection with y'all. So I have up on my Google Chrome, um, on my TV, my Google TV, I have wallpaper that rotates, which are pictures of city buses from around the country and around the world. And actually, when I feel anxious and having some anxiety, I will watch those. And that actually helps me regulate. So I guess you can call that one of my special interests. Before I get to the last three behavioral signs of autism in adults, please take a moment to help me grow this channel by liking and sharing this video. And if you like the content that I post to the channel, please subscribe to this channel. When you subscribe, do not forget to ring the bell to be notified of new videos and when I go live on this channel. Now, here are the last three behavioral signs of autism in adults. You may struggle to adjust when plans change without notice. This is me. This is so me. I lose it if things change. And this has been a part of me all my life. I had a nurse in grade school, Nurse Towley. If she's out there, I still remember you for your kindness. And she was my nurse in elementary school from third through sixth grade. Then, when I was in high school, she had transferred over to my high school and we were reunited. And I was in her office and she said to me, "You have never liked change in your entire life." And it's true. I have a plan. And if it gets changed, I I lose it. I don't know what to do with myself. If you ever saw the movie, I think it's called An American President, maybe The American President, and Michael Douglas in it. Michael J. Fox was in it. Great movie. Sigourney Weaver was in it as well. And he was going through his day, Michael Douglas as the president, and he had 3 free minutes in the afternoon. And he said, "This is unprecedented. I don't know what to do with myself." That's me. If there's a change in my schedule, I don't know what to do with myself. I just got off of a call of a meeting that was supposed to run for 30 minutes. It ran for 15. It ended 15 minutes early. And I'm like, what do I do with myself? It throws me and you change plans on me. Oh, I get real cranky and irritable. It is not a good thing to change plans on me unless if it's absolutely necessary. May have routines that do not seem to have a purpose. Now, I really don't think I have any routines that don't seem to have a purpose in life. I do have some kind of bizarre ones. I know that as a kid, I rode a school bus to school, kindergarten, first and second grade. And when we got to a certain point of the route, which is like 2 blocks away from the school, I would start going ding, 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 ding. That was my way of announcing we're almost to school. And it was kind of cool. And there was no real purpose to it, except maybe letting people know we're close to school. But I'm sure I probably do have some routines that have no real purpose to it. I guess you could say when I'm rocking in my recliner at night, there's no real purpose to it. But to me, it does have a purpose. Maybe to a neurotypical person, it doesn't, but to me, it does. I'm sitting there and rocking, and like, why is he rocking? There's no reason for him to be rocking, but for me, that's a form of stimming, and it helps calm me down. So when you see this one, may have routines that do not seem to have a purpose. Maybe they don't have a purpose to a neurotypical person who sees you doing it, but there could be a purpose for you and why you do that routine. And you may struggle in situations that are unfamiliar. Oh gosh, this is one of my pain points. I got to be honest with you. This is a pain point for me. I have high anxiety and I struggle so much when I go to a place or an environment I am not familiar with. It causes me so much angst. I try to prepare for it. I'm grateful for you. Well, not YouTube, but well, YouTube is a great platform. But for this point, I'm grateful for Google Earth, where I can Google. I'm going to go to a place that I've never been to before, so I can Google the locations, see what the terrain looks like, and see what's there, so I feel a little bit more comfortable and it's not so intimidating. Because when I get to a place or a situation I'm unfamiliar with, like if I go into a restaurant, now I prefer to eat at Applebee's or any other chain. Applebee's is one of my favorites. But I don't like going to a mom and pop little local restaurant. And I know people say you should support a local business. Well, if I'm eating at Applebee's in town, I'm supporting a local business because people who work there are locals. But we won't go into that debate right now. But when I go into a restaurant that's not Applebee's, it's a mom and pop one, I don't know what to do. Do I wait to be seated? Do I sit wherever I want? Do they come and take my order? Do I have to go up to the counter and place an order? When do I pay? All of those little things. And it causes me so much anxiety. And then, of course, what food do they have here that I like? Because I am a picky eater, which we will talk about in another video. But yeah, I do struggle in those kind of situations. If you struggle as well, you may, if you're not already diagnosed with, you may be an adult on the autism spectrum. Now it is your turn. Share your thoughts on this video either by commenting or emailing your thoughts to me at chris@thechrismitchell.com. Share if any of these behavioral signs resonate with you or if I may have missed one. Now, I do want you to know that I do read every single comment posted on the channel and I read every piece of email that is sent to me. Until the next video, start living your confident autistic life now by getting 31 affirmations for your confident autistic life, a free resource available at my website, theconfidentautistic.com. Grab it now. Your confident autistic life is waiting for you. And now, here are more videos to help you start living your confident autistic life.